So allow me to formally introduce myself. Once again, I am Ethel Helbulingo, Business Counselor at Negosyo Center Turil. And now we will talk about the steps in starting a business. So there are 9 steps po to look into kung ano ba yung mga steps in venturing into a business. So first, looking within, looking outside, identifying your product or your service, securing your writing your business plan, determining your financial requirements, secure financing, build infrastructure, secure registration and permits, and hire and train personnel. And by that, if nakompleto mo na lahat, you can start your business po. So first, let's discuss the looking within, or you should analyze yourself po. So the question now is, are you entrepreneurial? Do you have what it takes to be a successful entrepreneur? And are you ready to be an entrepreneur? So nag-ask na si Ma'am Bea lately if gusto nyo bang maging entrepreneur. So you should find your motivation, no? So if you have find your motivation, if yes yung answer ninyo dito, so you should know your personal interests, your knowledge and talents, and your training and work experience. So kasi ito yung mga bala mo or yung magagamit mo para magsimula kang magnegosyo. Kung ano yung know-how mo or ano yung nalalaman mo. For example, marunong ka palang mag-bake ng mga fondant cakes, meron kang creativity, and then you should turn your passion into profit. So yun yung hobby mo, or marunong kang magtahi, meron kang idea on dressmaking, you should pagkakitaan mo talaga yung mga hobbies mo, 'di ba? If do you want it, if passion mo yun, hindi ka mapapagod if yun yung gagawin mo. So first is self-assessment. Looking inside, entrepreneurial abilities. So, dapat business and industry knowledge, organization and management capabilities. Meron kang mga idea sa ganito. Marketing skill, customer relations, meron kang self-motivation, and according to Miss Bea lately, dapat meron kang vision or meron kang goal. Ito dapat yung mga tinitignan mo if you wanted to have your own business. So next is, you should also consider the other factors and identifying your product or your service. So what is the type of my business? Ano yung gusto nyong negosyo? So gusto nyo ba sa manufacturing, on the service side, process or subcontracting, and trading? So what business is right for you? So does my product feel a need? Meron ba siyang contribution or meron ba siyang mas-solve na problems sa isang community? So, who are my customers? Are they willing to buy or pay? So, regardless po yung price nyo, bibili po ba si customers or si consumers? So, who are my competitors? It is also important po is it because, for example, titingnan mo yung mga competitors mo regarding sa kanilang prices. So, doon ka mag-anchor sa kanilang prices if magkano ba talaga yung pinepresyo nila sa kanilang mga products or service. Baka ikaw mismo masyado ka lang mahal, that is why walang bumibili sa'yo. Or masyado ka lang mababa, that is why nalulugi ka. So you should also consider that one. And what is my advantage over others? Or can I deliver better quality product or service? So, for example, meron kayong same kayo ng line of business. For example, ilagay natin na meron kayong bigasan. So, ano ba yung advantage mo na pareha lang kayo ng ino-offer na product? So, you can think a unique way. For example, meron kang free delivery service para sa mga suki mo, or for example mag-free delivery service ka at marami yung kukunin na bigas sa inyo. So things like that po And can I create a demand for my business? What are the market trends, customer behavior, and purchasing power? You should also consider this one po ano. And to validate your business, initial investigation and feasibility check. Ito po yung pinaka-importante, yung feasibility check. Kasi po, for instance, just in case yung negosyo ninyo, ilagay natin meat stall or meron ka mga frozen meats na ino-offer sa market. And then yung business location mo, nandun ka sa Muslim community. So do you think merong bibili sa inyo? So things like that po, ano, you should also consider the other factors and what are the types or you should identify your product and your service. Oy, sorry. Parang na-end siya. Iba kasi yung napindot ko for a while. Okay, so under pa rin siya sa you should consider the other factors or looking outside. So meron sana akong activity for you guys or maybe ako na lang yung mag-answer no for the benefit of that time. So how to spot business opportunities? So sino po yung nakikita natin sa screen ngayon? So it is si mother. So she has no time to cook, no time to do the laundry, and no time to clean, and so on. Meron pang mga bata na babantayan. So that yung opportunity na makukuha natin or makikita natin na ito yung magandang negosyo pag si mother yung i-target natin as our market is ito po, laundry shops. You can also have kalenderya para sa mga ready-made na mga pagkain. And next is sa traffic. Merong mga entrepreneurs na nakaisip ng Uber at Grab. And for the unclean water supply, meron po tayong mga purified or distilled waters. And for the breakage or failures, so most especially yung sa mga parties po ano, so yung naisip po ng iba or nakita nila na opportunity is ito. Gumawa sila ng mga disposable na mga anong tawag nito, purified or distilled water. And another example is mga disposable cups and disposable forks and spoon and fork. So most especially yung sa mga party po ano, merong iba na nababasag, merong iba na nawawala yung mga plato or nawawala yung mga kagamitan. So things like that na pwede po siyang yan na lang po yung gamitin. And then sa electricity is yung ano natin is solar panels and generator. So what business is right for you? So dito po siya no, itong tatlong ito sa hobby, sa job and your dream. So you should know your skills, abilities and knowledge. You should know where to market your products and you should know your interest and passion and always get back to your motivation kung bakit mo sinimulan ang ganyang negosyo or bakit nandito ka ngayon. Right? So next one is writing a business plan. Ma'am, kailangan pa talagang magsulat ng business plan yung naiisip ko na business is medyo small pa lang siya, ma'am. Hindi siya kagaya sa iba na malaki na talaga. The answer is yes. Business plan, pwede siyang hindi ganun ka-complicated or ganun ka-comprehensive. Ang importante lang is meron kang marketing plan, meron kang technical and organizational plan, and financial plan. So, on the marketing plan aspect, you should identify your potential market. Kung sino ba yung mga bibili sa inyo. Kasi hindi pwede na hindi ka mag-target ng market at i-target mo lahat yung mga tao, yung mga tao na bibili sa inyo. Remember, you cannot please everybody, right? So, kailangan mong i-identify talaga kung sino lang yung may kailangan sa iyong product or sa iyong service. For example, sa lipstick, sino ba yung may kailangan? Even though nabibili yung mga lalaki para sa regalo nila, or even though bibili yung nasa LGBT community natin, but then yung most na gumagamit talaga is yung mga babae. So that is why they are the target market if nasa cosmetics industry ka. So you should also know, identify your competitors, your pricing policy, and marketing methods. On the technical plan, you should know your material requirements and suppliers. Because dito mo malalaman yung costing mo sa materials na ginagamit mo, and sa suppliers, dapat meron kang at least 2 suppliers or more para just in case na magsara si supplier 1 or hindi man magsara out of stock lang, at least meron kang buffer. And for the production process, you should also know that kung ano yung standard para merong i-follow sa employee or meron kang i-follow, and the equipments that you will need, the key and support personnels. On the financial plan, you should know your fixed capital and working capital. On the fixed capital, dito na po yung mga equipments ninyo, yung isahan na lang na pagbili. Sa working capital naman, ito yung mga operational expenses ninyo day by day. And sa pre-operating expenses, and you should also prepare a budget for your business. Okay, you should determine your financial requirements, the fixed capital and working capital, and secure your financing. You can get your financing with your personal savings, family members and friends, credit cooperatives, lending investors, bank or financing institutions, and credit card. But for me personally, it is mas maganda talaga yung personal savings yung gagamitan natin if papasok tayo sa pagnanegosyo, para yung focus natin ay doon na lang talaga sa pag-grow and pag-develop ng business natin, instead on focusing on the other side na meron kang utang and dapat habulin or dapat bayaran, 'di ba? So build your infrastructure such as your office, purchase equipment, and create a business system. And choose your location and secure your registration and permits. On registering your business, the first thing to do talaga po is to register your business name. If you are under corporation or partnership, you should register your business name at Securities Exchange Commission. And if you are under cooperative, you should register it at Cooperative Development Authority. But then, if mag-isa lang kayo or single proprietorship, sa DTI nyo po iparegister yung mga business names ninyo. So, yung sa association naman po, wala sa presentation but I will add it up. Sa mga association sa Department of Labor and Employment. So, after registering your business names, next one is to register your business permit. So you can register your business permit on your local government unit. So kung asan po kayo under the local government unit. And then after that, you should also register it to BIR para po sa inyong national taxes. And next is mandatory registration for your employees such as SSS, Pag-ibig, and PhilHealth, and the other licenses and permits such as NFA, DNR, FDA. So, one example of it is, for example, meron kayong construction company. Dadaan talaga kayo sa PCAB or the Philippine Contractors Accreditation Board, or under kayo sa cosmetics, dadaan talaga kayo sa Food and Drug Authority, or under sa tourism, Department of Tourism. So, don't worry, once na mag-register kayo sa local government unit, hahanapan man kayo ng other licenses and permits para maka-go on sa pag-register ng inyong mga business. Okay, so after securing registration and permits, you should also hire and train your personnels. And after that, if makumpleto na ninyo ang 9 steps, you can fly. So pwede nyo nang i-simula ng ang inyong mga business. So surviving the first year. So hindi naman po sa pananakot pero the expectations for the first year it's the hardest. It's the hardest because sa simula naman talaga mahirap lang siya. Pero if nalampasan mo na ang first year and meron ka talagang mga goals na tinitingnan or meron kang mga motivation if malampasan mo siya. So just always think of your motivation and goals, and unexpected usually happens. So sabi nga nila yung race po nandyan yan palagi. So dun mo na lang ilagay kung saan merong reward in the end. So it is by doing business. And then numerous crises and longer working hours. Sabi nila if may business ka, sarili mong time yung minamanage mo. Pero hindi nyo alam na sa business pala, if the successful businesses, mas mataas pala yung binibigay nila na oras sa kanilang negosyo. So, merong iba sinasabi nila, wow, mas magandang maging maging negosyante kaysa empleyado kasi kontrolado yung time mo. But then, on the business side, yung iba, meron nang hindi na natutulog, merong iba, merong na-stress. No, failure is assured and success is illusion. So, factors to consider, you should have a strict cash flow. Dapat meron kayong money in and money out so that you will know kung saan ba napupunta yung mga pera ninyo, and good information control, and you should also build your reputation. You should have na i-impregnate ninyo sa mga minds sa mga consumers or sa mga customers ninyo na meron talagang quality na dinideliver yung business ninyo. So, these are the examples of the businesses na dito po sa amin, and other businesses na from small na lumaki na din sila, or from micro. So these are the examples that has been assisted by the Department of Trade and Industry. So these are the emerging industries. Examples lang po ito. BPO, food products, the agribusiness such as bamboo, banana, cocoa coir, cacao, coffee, dairy, mango, and so on my screen. Home products, personal care products, tourism, and health and wellness. So the key takeaways po on our discussion for tonight is you should have a goal setting. You should be smart, specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and timely. And find what you're meant to do by sense. It is contribution, excellence, natural gift, turn on, spirit leading, and the 3S of opportunities, which is seek, screen, and Z's. So before I will give back to you to our facilitator, which is Sir JP, allow me to give to you some quotations by Arthur Ashe. Start where you are and use what you have and do what you can. So kung ano po yung nasa sa inyo sa ngayon, you should start lang po talaga para meron kayong at least makita na sinimulan, and then yung sinimulan nyo po yung i-grow or i-develop ninyo. So if you do have to our office, please feel free to contact us. And sir, these are the telephone numbers of our office. You can picture it or print screen it.